Food cravings can get the best of us and sabotage our best efforts to stay fit and healthy. This simple technique is going to cut food cravings in their tracks and shift this pattern so you no longer have food cravings. I'm Carol Tuttle. I am the creator of healwithcarol.com, where you can find amazing resources, 120 plus resources to help you heal your life. And cravings is something that most people are not served by. Think about this for a moment. When you have a craving, what is typically what is it associated with? Something sweet. You may have cravings for salty foods, but in most cases, cravings aren't necessarily aligned in your thought process with, I'm craving celery juice. Oh, I'm craving really great. You want to get to that place where you crave the healthiest foods that support your body's greatest functions. And yet, I'm talking about cravings that interfere with us optimizing great health. And so, let's cut those food cravings in their tracks. First, notice what the pattern that exhibits. There's typically a pattern of time of day or a theme that presents that repeats itself. A common one for a lot of people is after you eat a meal, and it's fairly healthy, and maybe it's a savory quality of a meal, you want something sweet. Now you're craving something sweet. Kind of satisfy your sweet tooth. When you actually respond to that and follow through on making that choice and eating something sweet, you've actually now reinforced the pattern. You've trained your system to now repeat that one more time. So you want to shift the pattern. You want to intercept it and change it. You may have heard that just recently I announced a new healing resource that I'm very, very excited about called the Carol Tuttle Healing Oil Blends. I released 10 different oil blends that I crafted working very closely with a master herbalogist and a certified aromatherapist. I actually was the one that worked with her in achieving the outcomes we wanted them to each support an individual with their healing work. And so I have one very specifically that I use personally to intercept this pattern of cravings. Because that's the number one thing you want to do is figure out the pattern. Where does this present in your life? Is it on a daily basis? Is it more than once a day? Where is this showing up? When you respond to it and support it by choosing to eat whatever you're craving that is considered, you consider not healthy for you or supportive because maybe you're already full and you don't need to eat anymore, then you want to intercept that. Well, here's how you do it. I have an oil blend called I Am Fit. You can actually use this oil in that moment to intercept and change that pattern. Because what you're dealing with a craving is a sensory effect with taste. You're dealing with satisfying a taste. It's like the craving is at a taste level. There's an emotional component behind it, and I help you get to that issue and clear it in some of the clearing sessions that I have with at healwithcarol.com. In fact, probably the number one underlying issue, limiting belief or limiting emotional setup that is running that craving is my life is lacking sweetness or I'm not fulfilled. And so the craving is this sort of substitute effort to get that need met. And when we meet it with a substitute, rather than taking care of what the emotional need is, and we meet it with a substitute in the form of a food or a taste, we will set it up to want it again. Our bodies will go, okay, that was good enough, or maybe that's what I was looking for, and so let's repeat that. Because the emotional energy's not been addressed. So there's two things you're going to do here. Here's the two-step healing process. Well, I'm going to say three. Number one, what is your pattern of cravings? Be aware of them. Be an observer. Go, I seem to always have a craving after I eat and I want something sweet. Or I crave food when I'm emotionally upset. Or, just you'll notice because you're repeating it. So second step is stop and rather than fight the craving or try and, or you either fight it, resist it, or satisfy it. do this instead. You can use this oil. It actually has some, I'll let you go to the website and see what's in it. The ingredients can be ingested. It's a natural plant product. And so what I'll do, I'll acknowledge the craving. I have a craving right now. I'll put a little bit of oil right on my fingertip and swipe my tongue. It has a pungent quality to the smell and the flavor. It cuts the taste sensation now. It intercepts it. It creates an effect, a side effect, because in most cases you would be putting a sweet or a salty substance in your mouth and your taste bud gets oriented to that. So I'm creating a different response now, a different taste response. Okay, and then I kind of get that all through my mouth and it's changed my state of being right now. I'll also put some on my temples so I can smell it. So I'm tasting it and I'm smelling it. Now I'm going to use an affirmation. This is the third step. And you can actually just do this by tapping right on your temples. And I'm going to state the truth. So I'm now addressing the emotional energy that actually is a big force in driving the craving that keeps them showing up. Choose one of these two statements, whichever one you feel fits you the best. I am experiencing the sweetness of life. I'm experiencing the sweetness of life. Or the second option is, I am fulfilled. I am fulfilled. My life is fulfilling. Then I'd go grab a drink of water. Get some water, fill your body with a substance. Water's a great choice at this point. So that could be step number 4. So, number 1, what's the pattern with your cravings? Number 2, use the I Am Fit oil to cut the craving sensation, to intercept it. Swab your tongue. Put it on your temples. Now you're prepared to use your affirmative statement that addresses the emotional underlying energy that drives cravings. Choose from the 2 that I gave you. Both of them address what's driving most cravings from an emotional unmet need. Sweetness in life. Consider the possibility that's why you've craved sweets. You're trying to get a sweet effect in your life. Or fulfilled. You're looking for fulfillment. You want to feel filled. And most likely you are filled. Cravings typically don't have much to do with really being hungry. They're emotionally driven in most cases. So you can intercept these and change this pattern. So you can now create cravings for what's healthy for you when it comes to food. I have been able to shift this to the point that my appetite is drawn to what's healthy for me. I have an appetite for healthy foods that are perfect for my physical well-being. And I want that for you. So check out the oils at caroltuttle.com/oils. 10 healing blends. They're powerful. They're each created to support one of the powerful healing plans at healwithcarol.com. These plans will change your life. They're profoundly supportive in the healing work. I guide you through them. They're effortless. You just show up and do what I show you to do. And you're going to have a whole different life by the time you're done with them. Thanks for watching, everyone. Share in a comment how you have shifted your food cravings, what's worked for you, what insight and aha did you get today. Subscribe to my channel, and thank you for checking out healwithcarol.com and see the new oil line. There's so many great qualities to it, but I'll let you go read about them. Thanks for watching.